stuck in my head, you know I can't forget it. I try to move on, but you're the one that I dream about. I sit alone in my room, drawing up pictures of blue skies. We've been apart for so long, I'm always replaying all the pictures and memories stacked up in my head. I wish I could let you go, I wish I could just forget you. I can never shake you off. You're stickier than my super glue. I can never shake you off. I'm always trying to get rid of you. I'm never shaking you off. To say you move on, I know I don't belong in this fantasy world I put you and me in. I cover up both my ears, cause I know, baby, it's working. It's working. Never shake you off. You're stickier than the super glue. I can never shake you off. I'm always trying to get
I can feel it somewhere inside, haunting like a drug I keep on wanting. There's a love that fits so perfect, it's hard to believe. There's a reason I can feel my heart stop beating, and the air gets tough just breathing. I'm alone, but I'm still feeling like someone's with me. It's strange, I know, but I feel like you're here with me, like chasing ghosts. I know you're out there. It's strange. Time is unfair, 'cause I know you're out there somewhere, patient, waiting unaware, feeling like your grip might slip too soon. But I'm running, chasing speed and gunning. I'll be right there all of a sudden. I feel your heartbeat lead me straight to you. It's strange, I know, but I feel like you're here with me. It's like chasing ghosts. I know you're out there.
So good evening, dear viewers, and welcome. This is the ESEA Advanced Qualifiers, and it's Team Time Chasers facing off against Team Bulls. This is the first round of the qualifiers itself, best of one series. This is being played on Mirage. We missed the first two rounds, however, we can go back to the gun rounds, the rounds that really matter. Undercover, he is standing in for, if I'm not mistaken, that's the new player, right? So instead of because Sander is still playing, so yeah, he's standing in for Poker Face. It'll be interesting to see whether that works out for them or not. But as we do see, the first gun round is, well, at least so far, in the favor of Team Bulls. As they do have the double man advantage right now, so Undercover stepping out might be crucial to this round, as he is the anchor on bomb side A. But will he be expecting Heathen, who's playing towards middle, but he backed away, and he backed away towards A. Undercover, he switched it to an AUG. Might do more damage with this weapon. But the rotation towards B seems to be a bad one, really, as an execution is happening towards that A bomb site, and Undercover now does have work to do and guys to kill, as he's already got one. His spray didn't work out. A quick rotation from Sender, on top a bit too late, but he does get the kill through the smoke. Shadow as well, peeking from CT. Undercover, a lot is on his plate. The coach, who's standing in for Time Chasers, denying the upper in Palace will be difficult. Undercover, he does hit his shots, very important now. The bomb to be defused, he did not have a kit, so they must hurry, really. It's all up to Undercover, but he misses his shots. Shadow, although, he gets it just in the nick of time, and he will have time to defuse, so it's a decent retake for Team Time Chasers. Undercover, he got two very important kills in retaking this bomb site. So a fantastic performance so far. So we're back. Level pegging. 3-0 is the scoreline. So decent outcome so far for Time Chasers. But Bulls right now, they are on pistols. They are on that semi-buy. They did plant the bomb, so they could have invested more money into this round, but it doesn't matter. Although action is happening in short, but Sender together with JL, they're managing to do some damage. Sender is out of ammo, but it doesn't matter as his teammate Shadow is in his support. Got that kill and got the fourth round on the board for Time Chasers. They've started off their CT side pretty decent. We'll see. How does that work out? So again, more of an aggressive setup on middle for Time Chasers. Well, Sender's Molotov burns one of the players sitting behind the boxes in middle alive. So it should be decent. So we'll see. Five against four. The terrorists are still in hopes of taking middle, as Jinx is flashed out, but cannot see anybody. These Time Chasers have smartly maneuvered themselves back. With a quick peek out, it's Jinx, but it's not finding anybody so far. The name does some damage to Sender, leaving him 73 HP, but it's 30 seconds for Team Bulls, so they must reconsider their options. And their option is bomb site B. That's where Shadow lies. A decent Molotov from Sender, just at the perfect time really. Now Shadow, he does have to pounce, as most likely Bulls will move out through apartments. That Molotov, it might cause some damage. Shadow, he does get a very important double kill, leaving only Mr. MCSGO alive, and well, he will only manage to save his AWP. As Time Chasers, they do pick up round 5 for themselves. And Bulls, well, they are in trouble right now. Three AKs, an SG, and the op in the hands of Hedon. Again, a default setup. No mid control this time around, and they can use that to their advantage, Time Chasers. And using it to their advantage they do, as Sender is moving aggressively, although Askew has taken some damage in Ram, but he got the kill nevertheless, as did Sender. The player in middle, oh, Askew, he will be brought down through the wall, and Hedon picks up another kill, and that's on B apartments. So the information must have been gathered that it is actually the attack on bomb site B, but Sender picks up another important kill for himself, as he does retrieve the bomb. Undercover now, he's nading every possible corner that he can. Play an anti-flash, undercover, he picks up that frag, a very important one, leaving Hedon all alone once again with that AWP. 40 seconds on the clock, the bomb is in the hands of Time Chaser, so Hedon has a big task ahead of him. Well, he was hurt by JL, but he needs to play this one out smartly and doesn't want to overpeak it. And Hedon, he has decided to change up his angle. He will peek from window this time around. JL might not expect that. Oh, but he does. And he does get a headshot, and a 6th round in a row for Team Time Chasers. As the terrorists, they did decide to take a timeout for themselves to figure things out. Shadow so far having a game of his life, 10 kills, 2 deaths, a fantastic start in this game for Mr. Shadow. And JL only has 3 kills, but it doesn't even matter as his teammates are really stepping it up. Sender with 8, the newest member in the Time Chaser squad. Poker Faces not in attendance so far. So, the timeout should conclude real quickly. And there we go, round 7. Pistols and Kevlars for Team Bulls. As they will try to move on from Palace. A lot is on Askew's plate. He got 2 kills. Can't be enough. JL missed his shot. Sender trying to spray through the smokes, but he won't get anybody. Undercover. He will save his teammate out here, leaving only Jinx alive. The player near Palace. Moving down the ladder. A smart decision from Jinx. His position hasn't been compromised yet. It's a matter of time when it will be. Because he can actually plant the bomb here. And he does, but he will get put down by Sender. But he did his job really. Nothing more that he could have done. And it's a bomb defuse for JL. So, Time Chasers. Another round on the board. In this best of 1 series, it's really... so far, it's proven to be a good start of the match for Team Time Chasers. Speecher, he will throw that middle smoke as it's a middle execution for Team Bulls. But it's JL together with his teammate trying to peek aggressively, but both of them die at the same time. Well, that's really unfortunate. It's actually Heathen picking up the double kill with the op. So now they are in a pickle. Team Time Chasers having lost 2 men. Things are not shaping out to look good for the Lithuanians. Again, a lot of weight now on Undercover's shoulders. He does have a Molotov to prevent the quick execution. However, I wouldn't bet on Bulls just riding out of B apartments right now. If they do push, they're gonna split. So far, by the looks of things, the terrorists are organizing a plan towards taking the A bomb site. And maybe that's what Time Chasers want, as they do have Shadow and Askew both sitting on this site. Askew's position has been compromised on CT, so Shadow now, a big task ahead of him. He must delay this one. He will get one. Shadow, his position is compromised, so Undercover, he must run quick to the rotate. The flash didn't work. Askew peeking out aggressively, not working for him as well. Undercover, his position is known against 4 members of Bulls. It will be a difficult task and an impossible one for him. So, Time Chasers, 7-1 is the score. They do have money to buy, but not a lot of it actually. If they do lose out this round, their bank will be broken. So they have to be careful. We do know that in the current meta of CSGO, the bank doesn't matter as much whether you lose a round after having won. But JL, he's starting out things positively for his team as they get the opening kill in this round. But the terrorists are still striving to take mid control. Speecher tried to do some damage on Ramp, didn't work out. The aggression, again, maybe the overextension for Sender. It might cost him his life, but so far, yep, it did. It's another kill for Heathen with that AWP. He has been a nuisance for the Lithuanian team. He might pick up another one, and he does. Again, you don't need to overextend right now. Time Chasers, they have just given away their advantage by overextending in the middle. Mistakes have been made. JL, you will need to peek up. A great flash coming in. JL trying to get the double now. In the middle. You will have to back away, but a good flash from Askew to force that kill. Now a lot is on Shadow's plate. Must get at least one. He gets 2 actually. Great reactions from Shadow to get the double kill. And now Askew needs to hurry together with his teammate JL, who's just playing very, very patiently. And the patience works out for him. Patience is a virtue after all, and JL, he's a virtuous hopper and a righteous one as well, as he did get a triple kill in this round. A good play for him. So, round 10 is on the board, and I did emphasize that the economy is not booming definitely for Time Chasers, so they need to win important rounds like these. But even in this round, if they lose this one, they will still be broke basically. So you have to be very careful here. Speecher, he will be smoked off from ramp, as if I'm not mistaken that was Askew who tried to show you some aggression. And talking about aggression, once again, they're trying to take control of middle, but underpass wasn't checked. That can be blamed on JL. And again, they're just overextending, in my opinion, on short They're giving away the middle advantage too easily, really. They're just falling into the traps of the terrorist team. JL, what a quick reaction. What a quick scope and what a flick from JL. That is why he's known to be one of the best players in the second tier, perhaps, of the Lithuanian scene. If there's even a first tier, right? He's definitely one of the most potential players out there. And he got another one. His praise was answered well. Askew got an important kill there. And once again, Team Bulls, they have given away their man advantage. But it is by the magic of JL and his AWP. And Mr. IMC is go. He will have to peek aggressively. Flash out. Oh, Askew. How does he manage to get that kill? I have no idea. And JL, he will close things out. Picking up round 9 for Team Time Chasers. A fantastic first half so far for them. It doesn't even matter to build that bank or not, because if they keep winning every round, well, you won't have problems with your artillery. This time around, Speecher's trying to be very quick. Askew has done some damage with a nade, although his aggression might not pay off, as didn't expect Speecher to be so quick here. Once again, action in middle. But it might be the first battle here in ramp. Scratch that. It's JL with a double. Surprise, surprise. It's the individual leader of Team Time Chasers. We picked up 3 kills, although his teammates are falling. And they're falling quick, so JL, perhaps an ace will be needed from him in order to secure this round for his team. As the bomb is making its way onto A, and that should be an indication for Time Chasers to at least rotate one guy from B. That's what they've done, as Shadow is deeply in B apartments. So Sender has made his way onto bomb side A, sitting from CT. JL still expecting somebody to peek from Palace, actually. And at the best possible time, he made this peek happen. And as I said before, an ace might be required from JL in order to win this round. And he does get it. That's the ace for JL. A fantastic performance once again from Justinas. No big surprise here. I did say that he was slacking a bit at the start of the game, but, well, he's definitely picked up the pieces right now as he's carrying his team. 15 kills for JL, 13 for Shadow. Well, the duo shines again for Team Time Chasers. 10-1 is the scoreline here. Team Bulls, they still have hope to secure this match, or to secure more rounds in order to have more potential in the second half. I will remind you, this is a best of 1 series, and this is fire and hell that is being rained upon towards the terrorists. Dirksen, he does get one trade-off. JL is trying to be greedy right now, and that greed, well, might not pay off for him. Trying to wallbang the box. Molotov's out. JL misses his shot. That's not what we're used to seeing, but Sender, he will get the trade. And that's round 11 for Team Time Chasers. Nothing is working for Team Bulls. And actually, if we do look at the bracket itself, Time Chasers, if they manage to move on to round 4, they will face Major Legends. Yes, I'm talking about the CSGO Major Legends win streak, together with Kvik, Boomla, or Boomic, not Boomla, sorry, and all the others, as Time Chasers continue to do great work. Middle undercover, he will miss out that shot. Sender will try to trade, but he won't find his enemy. as Askew, he might find himself in a world of trouble. Will he peek out aggressively? Yes, he will. He does get the bomb, so that's an indication. Smart move to back away. JL is already covering his teammate. He got that kill from stairs. The position of the bomb has been compromised. JL took some damage, but it wasn't enough. Askew, he's out of ammo, so he will have to reposition himself. He does see ahead of his opponent, and well, it was just a cleanup at the end of the round. 12-1 is the scoreline. By the looks of things, round 1 will be a breeze for Time Chasers. Everything is clicking for them right now. They do have a good mentality coming in this round. So round 14, aggression from Askew in Ram, but it's actually an attack from Palace. Askew smartly getting the 1 kill, turning himself back, but Speecher got the better of him there with a quick headshot undercover, trying to nade down his opponent. The nade does a lot of damage, but not enough to kill him. The bomb is planted. Oh, undercover spray hasn't worked out actually, and what is JL doing right now? No scopes out of no scopes. Trying to make a 360 landing, and that definitely worked out for him. A round which looked shaky for Time Chasers. It did pay off at the end, as they haven't done mistakes so far in this round and in this map. Definitely a dominating performance for the Lithuanians. And this is the last round of the first half. 3 AUGs, an OP and an AK in the arsenal of Time Chasers as well. 3 AKs. An SG in the hands of Jinxon. Only takes some damage. His position there already has been compromised as he played it the round before. So they definitely know Time Chasers where they might expect their opponents. Askew, he did expect aggression from Ram, and his expectations were met nicely as he got the trade. Jinx's smoke definitely didn't work out for him, and you cannot peek in the hands of JL like that. It's aggression from Time Chasers, and that aggression is working out. Hedon is still trying to put something in the way of the terrorists as he got the entry frag there in middle, and Hedon, he might not expect his opponent there. His no scope misses, and that's a double kill for Shadow. Aggression on the apartments, aggression in Palace, aggression in Ramp. Everything worked perfectly for Time Chasers in that first half. Everyone was chiming in with kills, everyone was doing a proper job. Obviously, it's not the pistol round just yet, it's a warm-up if you're not used to ESEA's and its official map, so both of the teams should just ready up, and we should then witness the second half and its pistol round. But so far, the first half for Time Chasers, definitely a solid one. 14-1, a dominating performance for them. And we're moving on to half 2. And Undercover, no big surprises here that he's the one picking up the nades, as he is stepping in for Poker Face, who's out on vacation. So Time Chasers, a quick attack onto bomb site A after a smoke on connector, which won't matter as much. But now Speecher, he does have a good opportunity to get those frags, but he misses his shots at the end of the day. Sender, he will be found by Hedon, and now it's a difficult task. Undercover will miss his shots as well. 4v2, and perhaps that aggression won't work out as they drop the bomb really deep in jungle. So now they're in trouble. 1 against 4 JL. He did pick up 1 ace already in this matchup. Will he get another one that will win them the pistol round? JL trying to be patient once again. Saw his opponent. Didn't pick up the bomb just yet, so Has to hurry. Now he did. Everybody will be found. Just in the nick of time actually for Team Bulls. And that was Jinx who got the kill at the end. Time Chasers now. They don't need to force this, obviously. They have rounds. But they will buy up the Eagles. They will buy up the Eagles. We'll see whether these pistols work out for them or not. SMGs across the board for the CTs. And only a scout in hands of Hedon. Jumping up wasn't the best decision for Hedon. The individual leader for Team Bulls with 13 kills so far. As they do have the mad advantage, but if you look at the situation in the perspective of HP, it's definitely not in favor of the Lithuanians. Speecher found himself a kill. And he will have to move away as Jinx, sitting under window, he can do damage from this spot. He doesn't have any nades. He does have a smoke grenade, but it won't be enough really, as a Molotov is out. Should be easy pickings right now. Undercover, he did get one hit. I'm sorry, that was JL who got the kill. Undercover, 11 HP. No flashes, no smokes, nothing. He will be found by IMCSGO at the end of the day. Round 3 for Team Bulls as well. They do have a very steep mountain to climb in order to secure this round, as Time Chasers, they've decided to invest in this round. We will see 4 rifles and a Tech 9 in the hands of Undercover. Haven't seen that weapon in like 2 years of it being used. Undercover did miss some shots, but that was because of the flash, and now he can't get the kill, and he does. The Tech 9 prevails, and as do Time Chasers, getting 2 kills on the board so far, making it a 5v2 right now for the Lithuanians. Definitely they've secured this round. Undercover, he's hungry for blood. He will be out hunting, and the hunt was successful as he did pick up that kill, leaving only Hedon alive with the AUG. But the best decision for him was to save. He didn't choose that option, and then he got met with the consequences of his ideas. So 15-3 is the scoreline right now. As Team Bulls, they have nowhere else to go really. Their backs are up against the wall, and their arsenal consists of 3 Desert Eagles, an AUG and an M4. Not a lot of utility, no kits whatsoever. So for Time Chasers, it's just a matter of closing things out, and whether they will be able to do so or not. Ascender is just cleaning things up. I think we can start to congratulate Team Time Chasers on moving on towards round 3, and it is. They win the first game by the scoreline of 16-3, a dominating performance so far for Team Time Chasers. Obviously, they will have to move on to the other round. It'll be interesting to see who they will face. It's either Digital Killers or Dr. Pepper. That match is still happening. The scoreline there is 12-8 actually, and it's played on Nuke, and it's Digital Killers who are, well, the team who is winning, so the team that they might face. Team Time Chasers, after a dominating performance, most definitely on round 1, they will face, well, definitely better opponents. I'm looking at their ESEA profiles, and it shows that they're all A+. So definitely someone to be feared, perhaps. It'll be interesting to see how they will manage to play against them. Definitely decent enough players on ESEA at least. And maybe decent enough to beat Time Chasers. We'll have to find out, but we will find it out a bit later, as we will be moving on towards a short break. And then we will come back with round 2 of this ESEA Advanced League qualifiers. So don't you go anywhere, we will be right back.
Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You want. Let's have a bit of fun till our downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
You stole my heart of gold after my silver soul. Can you dig any deeper now? I gave you all I own, put you on this golden throne, but I'm a little stronger now. You cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out, 'cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now, a little stronger now. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out, 'cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now, a little stronger now.
So it's Mirage once again, dear viewers. We're back in ESEA Advanced Qualifications. Team Time Chasers facing off against Digital Killers. Digital Killers, they did win their first round on Nuke. The score was 16-12, but now we're back on level terms and we're back on Mirage once again. As Time Chasers, they're starting things off nicely. They did win the pistol round, and now they will be hungry for more, as they do get the second kill this time around. So might be another round on the board, and an easy one, most definitely, for Team Time Chasers. Easy 2-0 scoreline. Once again, they're starting to win pistols, Team Time Chasers, and that's very important for them. They want to be sharp on those first rounds to get that motivation booming. But Digital Killers, they have invested in this round, 40Ks and a Desert Eagle in hand, and well, it seems as though the execution is ready to take place on bomb side A, and well, it's the lone man Askew who's playing aggressively actually. So he might call out for rotations and quick ones really. Flashing himself out, Askew, but he only got one. Undercover through the smoke, got nobody. JL, he's going in aggressively, but that definitely didn't work out in favor of him. Undercover with the MP5 in hand, he will try to spray through the smoke. He took some damage himself, and Shadow, he got killed on CT, so most definitely not the smartest decisions from both JL and Askew to play this one out aggressively. The rotations were just not quick enough, and well, you have nowhere else to go but to save those weapons. Time Chasers, Undercover will be the one who is trapped right now in jungle, but he will move on to middle, where he will try to save together with Sender. So the first real test really for Time Chasers wasn't handled properly. Maybe it was the unfortunate fall of Askew on bomb side A, who was the only man there, but yeah, Digital Killers, their strategy has worked to attack A aggressively, and now it's a decision to be made for Time Chasers whether they want to invest or not, and it seems that they do. A couple of MP9s and MP5 in the hands of JL and Sender, together with Undercover with proper rifles and M4 and AUG. So now middle control will be the name of the game for Digital Killers as they're moving on very quickly. And Undercover deciding to cover himself in ladder room, as already the terrorists have taken a lot of control on middle. But actually it's first kill from Undercover. The coach of Time Chasers is stepping in and chiming in for his team. And Sender is still helping his teammate out in ladder room. Askew, Undercover actually will be found out, and what a mistake really from Time Chasers. So unfortunate to give a round away like that. 3 people died in a matter of a couple of seconds because they didn't watch themselves properly. So most definitely not the best thing to do. For Time Chasers in that round, it was really unfortunate of them to lose it in that way. The bomb was planted on A, and I mean, Shadow, he just might ninja defuse that bomb, but he doesn't have a kit, and is he aware of it actually? Would be. Oh, he's not aware of the situation. That's depressing. But Rev, he did move back to watch the site explode. So Shadow would have died either way, as he doesn't have a kit in hand. So the score is equalized Time Chasers do not have enough money to buy this round, meaning they will eco this one out, as Shadow is the only one who has a weapon in hand, a better weapon in hand I mean, and that's in the name of MP9, so he will be the one who will anchor bomb side B, or maybe even peek middle. Talking about middle, it's Time Chasers are picking it aggressively from connector, but well, it was just a clean up. Digital Killers, as 3 of them were playing towards middle itself, so really it's just a matter of time until Shadow dies, and maybe that will be from the hands of Grucha, as he's moving on to the side, and he got a simple kill, and Digital Killers are in the lead right now. 3-2 is the scoreline. Time Chasers, they do have enough money to buy and to conjure up a proper buy this round, but they've decided not to. They're deciding not to buy weapons. They want to have utility. That's the plan of Time Chasers this round. We'll see whether that economic decision works out or not, because well, now they are on a half buy with better pistols in Desert Eagles, and 1 CZ in the hands of Shadow. And now the Eagles will be put to a test. JL, he does have to, and he does see the bomb cross actually. That's the gap in the smoke that was abused by Time Chasers, and now Sender, oh, he was too close to the smoke. Oh, undercover. Might have seen his opponent there. No AWPs on the AKs, but the AKs have done enough damage there, really, as Shadow is the only guy left. Did get 1 kill. Will move back. Shadow. There we go. That's a second. Doesn't really matter as much. It's just a matter of putting away the guns by your enemies. Digital Killers, they get themselves round 4 on the board. And finally, we can see a proper buy from Time Chasers. Now it's the decision to be made whether they want to double up or not. And the answer is no. We've seen the double up system played very, very well by Time Chasers in their previous affairs in Mirage, but this time around it will be the same, as JL is trying to play this one out very aggressively, but his aggression doesn't work out, as the flash provokes a quick shot, and that shot was missed. Grucha is trying to have himself an individual battle between himself and Shadow on B, as JL has decided to play this one out quite aggressively near connector. Smoke really not allowing Time Chasers to do something more in this round. Molotov has done some damage, not the Molotov, the shots from Shadow. JL has decided to switch up positions once again, but it's Srav. He's got himself in a good position here in connector, a position that JL might not expect, but it's a triple stack onto bomb side B from Time Chasers. That might work out, and there's a 1v1 trade, but well, action is happening towards bomb side B, and Shadow, he must be quick, he gets one, but that'll be all she wrote for him, and he's left it all on JL, and his steps definitely were heard, especially that jump. The player in apartments should be wary of his position, so JL 1 against 3, not much that he can do, so he will try to save his weapon. As he hasn't got anything else to do. No kit, no nades, very hard to retake. for him. So that'll be round 5 for Digital Killers. 5th one in a row. JL, they'll only get one, as it was very smartly played from the terrorists, peeking from 2 angles at the same time. But he's definitely getting the trade. Very efficient work for Digital Killers. And right now, Time Chasers will be forced back to pistols. 5 deagles in their arsenal for this round. Will they give some success? So far it didn't. Both JL and Askew died quickly, which I might get a trade. Missed his shots, doesn't matter, as there's Sami to get that kill for him. Sender gets 1 trade. Maybe he'll even save an AK, but it doesn't seem to be the case, as Grucha finds himself quickly. Sender peeks before the flash. And it's a timeout being taken for Team Time Chasers. Having lost 6 rounds in a row, they definitely need to rethink some of their aspects of how they've managed to play in this game. Most definitely we can blame the loss of middle control that has led to a loss of a couple of rounds really for Time Chasers, but the way that they handle their economy itself, they've lost 2 or 3 rounds basically because they were just saving. So maybe they should invest more money into rounds, especially that one where they had $4,300 and they've decided to just save basically and not buy deagles. Wasn't a smart decision at all. They just basically gave a round away. But now they have full utility. They're still sticking to a single op setup. And Sender right now, the newest member, is definitely shined for Time Chasers, as JL didn't even need to sweat, as he did get the double kill in middle. That was Sender, the newest addition to this Time Chaser squad. Grucha is out of the apartments and he will be found, leaving only Fanatic alive. No bomb and no life for him left. 3-6 is the scoreline right now for Time Chasers. Finally, they've managed to start and claw their way back in this game, as they've lost 6 in a row, so they will have to be smarter this time around. Staying in that single op setup. Shadow not keen on buying an op for himself. And 3AK saved for their arsenal in the meantime. Grucha is still trying to make those individual battles happen towards the apartments, but the Molotov forces him back, as the majority of the team, they're making their way on to bomb site A, and they're playing passively there, Time Chasers. And he just might find him an opponent, and Sami, I think he was smart enough to find himself his opponent. Oh, JL unscopes at the worst possible time there. Smoke from connector. Sender has to play this one out smart, but he doesn't at all. Gets traded quickly under cover. His shots, he must be hit better. Definitely not like that. Haven't left Shadow and undercover alive. It's looking bleak, this scenario. We'll find one in this round, but has to reload, and the nade will end his misery in this round. Definitely an unsuccessful one, to say the least. JL was very unfortunate in the ways that he handled that. Sender, definitely not a smart peek behind that smoke and connector. So Time Chasers, once again, they've taken a timeout, trying to figure things out. 3-7 is the scoreline. It's definitely not a catastrophe just of yet, but not positive as well, to say the least. as digital killers have most definitely played smartly. We'll see whether that play continues to happen for the terrorists. This is the deep smoke towards middle, which might indicate early action for time chasers, but Sender and JL, they've actually started things out very nicely, and the middle control is definitely working out for them. The aggression that perhaps wasn't expected from time chasers in the manner that they've played so far, but that aggression has definitely worked out for them, as well, they picked up round 4 very quickly and very easily for themselves. 4-7 is the scoreline right now, and they will rebuy their weapons, as will the terrorists. Their economy is most definitely not booming, so if they lose this round, most likely they will force themselves onto pistols or on an eco round. And this time around, it's quicker action from Ref. He's trying to be the Rambo man here. Provoked a couple of Molotovs. Esk is playing on A, so Shadow, not enough damage made. Expected Undercover to die here, but it's Shadow with a triple kill. Very important, and a fantastic spray down from him, leaving only Sammy alive. And Sammy, well, he has a big task ahead of him. 1 against 4, the bomb is dropped on B. It seems though that they expect his opponent's position as he's sitting in the ladder room, but what a fantastic performance from Shadow this time around. Shadow and JL were the 2 individual leaders in the previous match, and well, Shadow, you needed to shine, and shine he did. What an important spray down for him. Sammy will find the trade, will kill the hero off this round, but JL gets a quick trade off. There we go. Time chasers, they're trying to claw their way back in this game. Sammy with 15 kills. Well, surprising to see an individual leader in that cause, and it's a timeout, and most likely it's been taken by digital killers, as they've lost 2 rounds in a row, and potentially a 3rd one will follow. We'll see whether that works for them or not. As time chasers, they do have a better advantage in Arsenal, at least for now. As the timeout has ended, so as I mentioned previously, it will be pistols for the terrorists this time around. They do have 4 smokes, so we will be seeing an execution on towards the A bump side, but it's a quick Molotov that might be thrown too quickly. JL gets the kill on Palace, very important. Askew, not enough time to throw a Molotov, and that definitely didn't work out for him the way that he wanted it to. Spraying down the smoke, all of them, but none of them doing real damage, as the bomb will be planted. Right now it's trying to make its way onto the cross, but it's stuck on sandwich actually, so the terrorists, they've delayed this long enough. They could have played it better, but now they're stuck. It's a mistake from them, and it should be a double for Undercover. It is. JL picks up the other one. Definitely digital killers could have played that better. They had them on the ropes, as only JL was standing on that A bomb side. He was smoked off. If only the terrorists have played it quickly, then it could have been a disaster for time chasers, but it wasn't. And they have picked up round 6 on the board after having lost 3 in a row. They came back with 3 of their own. Grucha will prevent the flames actually. He might find himself a kill. Sender picked one in underpass, but Shadow now, he has to play this one out very smartly. He's not expecting his opponent there. Grucha outran the Molotov, and he got the kill. Undercover with a very important trade here. If he loses that aim duel, well, he loses the map itself switches to a Nog. Try to do even more damage. Sender is deep in window. I'll ask you. You should have seen one person at least. Yeah, he did. No, he's definitely throwing out a flash for JL. He'll try to bounce on that. Hard, but he just peeks at the worst possible time. How unfortunate is that for JL? Sender, he misses as well. A very unfortunate round for Time Chasers. Undercover, a lot on his plate right now. Molotov thrown. Will his position be compromised or not? It's a matter of time when he picks or not. And Askew's making the long rotation here. Or he's finally making his way onto short, and the bomb will be planted. And he gets the kill undercover, although the bomb was planted, so... Oh, that's very risky. Undercover dies, leaving only Askew 1v1. A series of unfortunate events follow in this round as Askew, a lot is on his plate. He does have a defuse kit, but will his opponent just flank him around Warper? He might... Oh, you should see him. He should see him, and he does. I can just imagine how he got yelled at by his teammate. And hello, look a bit left, and you could see your opponent there. So very unfortunate for Time Chasers. Definitely, it didn't play out as they wanted it to. And look at that, the coach undercover, 13 kills for him. Shadow is sitting on 7, Askew on 5. Well, that's not good enough for them now, is it? And it should be an execution towards that A-bomb side. Askew, he thinks his opponent, but that's not enough. JL only gets 1, and 3v4 is the retake scenario right now for the CTs, and it will be a difficult one. Make it a 2v4. The bomb is planted, leaving only Sender alive. Against 4, not much that he can do. He will get 1. He does have a kit and a flash, but the positioning of digital killers, it's just too much to handle for Sender, or it should be, considering that they do have the op, and well, the opper Sammy is left on 3 HP, but no smoke for Sender and no hopes really. He's staying alive. He does get 1. He gets another, but he will be traded off by Warpu. He did his best, Sender. It wasn't enough. So, interesting once again, to say the least, as this first half, well, it was started poorly by Time Chasers, but then they started to play more aggressively, and that worked out, especially in middle. A was definitely taken care of poorly. He could have played better in that bomb side, but they just didn't. So unfortunate for Time Chasers that time around. The first half could have been better for them, especially in round 14. It was just so unfortunate the way that people died in that round. But nevertheless, they still have hopes to come back in this game. It's not over yet, most definitely and most certainly. 6-9 is the scoreline. It's still manageable and it's still doable for Time Chasers. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, Fnatic has only got 2 kills on his name, so he's definitely having a bad game for himself. As is Askew, only 5 for him. So Time Chasers right now, it'll be interesting to see what strategies do they use. Shadow is the one picking up the nades this time around. A double flashing connector, but moving on to B short, and it's a triple stack for the terrorist. Sammy now, he has to peek, he gets 1, might get another one, but he won't. Trades out for Time Chasers, and most definitely it will be a pistol round in their favor. Fnatic, he gets 1. Will he actually manage to do this? 1v3? No, he won't. 7-9 is the scoreline. Time Chasers have won another pistol round. Really, the weight of the pistol rounds has decreased over the years, especially in the current meta, where it only takes 1 round to save up in order to have a better buy, a proper buy. So that definitely means that the influence of the pistol round doesn't matter as much, and in the meantime it's time chasers are trying to move towards bomb site A. The smoke wasn't good, and well, we see that the smoke actually... Oh, what is happening? They're falling apart, time chasers. They don't want to do that. Shadow and undercover. They had to step things up, and it looked very hairy at the moment. At one moment. For Team Time Chasers, but luckily they've managed to dig themselves out of that hole. Even Sammy alive. They did not want to let him save that AK, and they won't let him as they're switching up their weapons. Undercover didn't have enough time to save an AK on the zone, but he has a Galil in hand, so it's not that bad. Askew has enough money to buy an AVP, and he has a good spawn, but it's a decision of Time Chasers to make whether they want to op or not, and the answer is no. Sammy, in the meantime, the guy with the most skills in the server, picked up an op of his own, decided not to shoot through the smoke. Talking about smokes at Sender, trying to do something cheeky and something naughty there. Just decided to back away as Askew is making ground most definitely in middle. Just picking out so simply, but Sammy, his position was good on the ticket box. He got the headshot in. Sender will be found as well. So this default setup most definitely hasn't worked out for Time Chasers, and they're just dying one by one right now. They just got out positioned. The flash didn't work on ticket booth, it seemed. So he got an easy kill there. JL. He's the magic guy here. Will the magician work again? No, he will not. He will be cheered off by Rev, and it's only undercover left, 1 against 5. Most definitely Time Chasers won't have enough money to buy the next round, so basically they'll just need to regroup and rethink. And the round following after the other one, as undercover will be hunted down by his opponents. 10 seconds left. He doesn't even want to kill him before the timer, but they will. Grucha will find him. You could have actually just waited, really, after the timer has run out and then kill him, but decided not to, so undercover will get that round loss bonus money. But now they've bought up pistols. Pistols and smokes. They will try to make an execution of their own, as JL invested in this round fully, as did Shadow. Interesting decision from them, to say the least, and oh god did he miss that smoke. Yeah, you should be sorry, Shadow. You most definitely should be sorry, as they're making ground on middle. Sender boosting his teammate up, but he might be found, and he will be, indicating that Sender is somewhere nearby. But Digital Killers, they're deciding to play more passively in middle this time around, but it's an execution towards bomb site A. A good approach for them to play on sites. Undercover, he will be found by Sammy, sitting like on a throne on that ticket booth. So an 11th round on the board for Digital Killers. I will remind you, dear viewers, that this is a best of 1 series, meaning that if you lose this round, you're out of the qualification to ESEA Advanced. There will still be qualification to ESEA main, so Time Chasers, they do want to make some lead. Ask you, he will do some damage. Not enough, definitely. Oh, there we go. He picked up a kill with a P250, doing some economic damage to his opponents. Padding up his stat line, and that's an easy death. So, 12-8 is the scoreline right now. And they will have to invest in this round. Time Chasers. We'll see whether that investment buys off or not, really. Sammy, together with his double up setup, might do some damage. JL was wary of that. Tried to pre-fire that angle in middle, but wasn't successful as Sammy found himself in a good position here in connector. Although they do get the first kill, but the advantage was very quickly equalized from Sammy and his op. Sender smoked off as they will try to split middle. Time Chasers. JL gets a very important kill, leaving the two ops alive, but gaining the man advantage for Team Time Chasers as he's backing himself up to a ramp and under cover. Might do some damage to Sammy. He sees him. More apparently he didn't, but he took some damage from the nade, and it's indication to go and go fast. Sitting deep in CT, that's Ref. And now they have the perfect opportunity to plant the bomb, but he was wary of that situation, Sender. He has to hurry, really. He does have the bomb in hand, but Warpu does get the kill onto his opponent, and now 20 seconds are left. He will get the bomb down, but it's so unfortunate for Time Chasers after a 3v2. They've just died one by one. And Sender, the new guy, he did clutch before, will clutch again. He needs to be quick. He does get the kill. Sender, will he overextend? He does see his opponent. An op versus an op, and he gets the kill. That's Sender. Quick reactions from him. The new guy in Time Chasers, he shines brightly at the most crucial moment for his team. Very important round to pick up if you're Team Time Chasers in order to win this round. Good job done from them. So we'll see. What is Fnatic doing here? He's bought himself an XM, an auto shotty. Haven't seen this weapon in a while, but it just might work out for them because Time Chasers, they have an execution happening towards the A-bomb side, and it's the auto shotty that picked up 3 kills there, and even an op. And Time Chasers, they are in a deep hole right now. Very unfortunate for the Lithuanians the way that round panned out, but that's what you get for not playing default. That's what you get. You don't check your angles and you just get outdone. Ask you, he did get 1 kill on ramp, but it's more of action happening towards middle. But Fnatic this time around, not with an XM, but with an M4, he manages to get himself another kill after having had a very shaky first half. He got himself back in the game nicely, although Time Chasers this time around, they've really shook things up. And it's another kill for Askew with that AWP, leaving only Warpu alive, whose position was compromised, so he has nowhere else to go but to save his AWP. Man, it's actually Time Chasers winning this round out of nowhere. Well, fantastic round from them this time around. Maybe they don't need to overextend this time around, as I do believe that they will have enough money to buy. And as here, he will not die from the bomb exploding. So if you look at the economic situation of digital killers, well, basically only Fnatic doesn't have enough money to buy, really. They can still conjure up a buy, maybe with less utility, but nevertheless with better intentions and with better weapons than pistols, right? So this time around it's a switch around, and as they're trying to force their way in bomb side B, they're trying to do it quickly. Time chasers, they've used up their nades there, digital killers, and there we go. That's an entry for JL, picking up a double for himself. That's what we're used to seeing right now. JL with a triple. You cannot stop this man right now. An easy round for time chasers, and they just do not want to give up. Playing it perfectly right now. Time chasers this time around, especially if they don't lose anybody. And if they build that bank and build that economy, it will be crucial for them, as they don't even need to hunt their opponents, really. Fnatic left, he might actually get the op of JL, but yeah, he will. And he will save that AWP, and that might be costly for time chasers. They do have enough money for that AWP, but do they want it really? JL can just save up money for this round, as most definitely will their opponents not buy it. They don't need to invest, but they did. They decided to buy an AK. That was in the hands of JL. No AWP for him. So smokes out. Undercover. Preparing a stair smoke himself. Sammy, he does get that one kill with the AWP, so don't want to make this troublesome if you're time chasers. Mollying out every single position, but it was a stack towards middle, so time chasers has played it out nicely. Undercover, just in time to plant the bomb. Trying to spray through the smokes. No damage done, but the most important thing that they did plant the bomb. But now it's a retake that you can never write off from the CTs, as they're trying to push from both angles. Gruicha will miss his shots. Undercover now, important for him to make his own. Sammy will already try and save his AWP. Rev is just causing havoc right now for his team, but he will be traded off. Even only Sammy alive. All of the T's will save their weapons. 13 to 12, a very close encounter. And the thing is that, well, I mean, so far things are looking up for time chasers, because their opponent, they do not have a good economy right now. They can only invest into weapons, into rifles and Kevlar, but not into kits, and most definitely not into utilities. So if time chasers play this one out smartly, they can most definitely come back in this game and come back as winners. Sender, flash out underpass, saw nobody, as did Sammy. He backed himself away. Undercover, he will try to throw a quick bait smoke, force a rotation or two. Or actually not, the bomb is making its way onto B, but well, not fast enough, I guess, and you cannot understand whether it's a push or not onto B. They got one kill and they backed away. They still have one smoke. Won't be enough for execution, but oh, it's a double fake. It's a double fake if you're time chasers. Well, smart strategy for them. It worked out. Undercover, the shot caller, most definitely for his team right now. The bait died. You need to push. You need to push if you're time chasers. As he got quickly caught off guard, but it's Gruchap who's doing some damage now, and Just maybe they were too late, really. Time Chasers as Grucha, he got another one. And oh no, things are falling apart. Things are falling apart for Time Chasers. They could have played that one out so much better. But they didn't. Well, the only positive to take out from that round is that they still have enough money to buy. And that's decent. 4 AKs and an up. Sammy trying to prevent the quick smoke in window. Now it's a default setup for Team Time Chasers. This round might be the last one. The last real one for Time Chasers. I'll ask you, what an important pickoff that would have been. JL is with that AWP. He should be the man of the hour. But a quick death, followed by a quick trade from Sender. Trying to smoke things off right now. Time Chasers, especially on that cross. But 2 of his teammates are in middle. Sender, he lost that very important battle, and now they're rushing in from CT. Undercover is stuck in no man's land. The bomb is dropped, and only Askew is left once again. Unfortunate for Time Chasers, but it seems that they lost the game right here and now. Askew gets 1 against 3. 40 seconds here. Okay, maybe a misclick. Sammy, he just knew that angle, didn't he? Got the last kill onto Askew, and this might be the last round for Time Chasers in their hopes of advancing into ESEA Advanced League. Pistols across the board for them. And obviously they will have to invest. Askew, the only guy with an AK in hand. Shout out. No, he's definitely not having a good game for himself. 11 kills only for him. Sender preparing for a smoke. Making it across one. Askew already has only 2 HP left. With that AK, they did get the entry kill, which is nice, but now Askew has fallen. As did Sender. Did plant the bomb, but it's a 4v2 now, so risky to say the least. He needs to peek. He needs to peek fast, but doesn't even get that kill on Raven. 16-12. It's Time Chasers that have lost in the second round of this qualification. The next round they could have faced Team Windstrike, but they didn't. So they played the first map in a dominating fashion, but sadly they have fallen in the second. Both of them were Mirage. They won the first map 16-1, if I'm not mistaken, and they lost the second map 16-12, so they are out of ESEA Advanced. They will still play a qualifier to ESEA Main. Hopefully that will be played out better. Hopefully they will have Pokerface back in the squad. But for the time being, it is sad to say that Time Chasers did not make it through to ESEA Advanced. But to dear viewers, what I have to say to you, well, hopefully you will tune in the next time. But for the time being, I do have to bid farewell.